with those details. We also spoke to Choksi's wife, Preeti Choksi. She's claimed that her husband was abducted from Antigua and has questioned why Choksi was tortured and abused. Here's an excerpt of that conversation that Rahul Kanwal had with Preeti Choksi.
Antiguan Prime Minister came on record with India Today to say that Barbara Jabarika, this lady who travelled with Mehul Choksi to Dominica, was his girlfriend. What are you making of the Antiguan Prime Minister's claims that your husband Mehul Choksi actually willingly accompanied Barbara?
As the entire family, we are deeply anguished by the comments of the Antiguan Prime Minister. First of all, there is a police investigation on, and I believe he should have waited for the facts to come out before making these kind of comments. If that lady went supposedly to Dominica, where is she? Where is the Dominican police report on her? When they found my husband in Dominica, he was put into from this boat into a boat of another police vessel, and he told them who he was, that he is an Antiguan, and that he has been kidnapped. Where is the kidnapping report of my husband, which is a crime? It is an international crime, kidnapping. So my question is, where is this boat today? Where is the crew? And where is Barbara?
The Indian government at this time is very hopeful that they'll be able to get Mehul Choksi back. In some senses, your husband, ma'am, has become a showcase for the government's efforts to go after economic offenders. Are you a worried woman at this time that your husband's fate quite literally hangs by a thread depending on what happens in this court in Dominica?
I would say that if this is how you showcase, or anyone wishes to showcase an economic offender by torturing them, threatening to kill them, giving them electrical shocks, it is incredible that any business person feels safe in India. My husband was a businessman. He never had an NPA until this whole saga of PNB started, alleged saga. There was never an NPA in the company. And yet, everything is like he is the biggest terrorist or murderer on earth. I would request Interpol and all the world bodies, human rights bodies, and everyone to understand that this is a kidnapping that went wrong, and it should not be allowed to become a hostage situation. My husband is a citizen of Antigua and Barbuda, and it is the duty of Antigua and Barbuda to look after their citizens. They must take him back.
So let's break down for you what exactly Indian law states when it comes to Mehul Choksi. Now, clearly our law states that we don't allow dual citizenship. You cannot be a citizen of India as well as another country. So what does that really mean? Choksi cannot be a citizen of both Antigua as well as India. Now, here's another part of the law that's also, in fact, prevalent in this particular case. Anyone with foreign citizenship automatically loses Indian citizenship. For example, if you became the citizen of another country, that means you're automatically no longer an Indian citizen. Now, as per this law, Choksi is then an Antiguan citizen. He's no longer an Indian citizen. But the big question mark, and what Indian authorities are saying, is that while this law holds, Choksi surrendered his passport, but that wasn't officiated, so he remains an Indian citizen. Let me take this back across to Munish Pandey for more details on that. Munish, that aspect, of the fact that the Indian law states that no one can have dual citizenship is what Choksi's team is trying to use to say he is no longer an Indian citizen. So how is that really being rebutted in court?
Yeah, well, Akshita, I spoke to a very senior officer in connection with this entire controversy of his citizenship, and what he told me, and he's part of the team which is, looking after this Mehul Choksi case. And what he told me, that when Mehul Choksi was awarded citizenship of Antigua in November 2017. Then there were some paperwork which were supposed to be completed by Mehul Choksi to surrender his Indian citizenship, but he never completed those paperwork, and that is why he is still a citizen of India. Apart from that, his PAN card, his ration card, his Aadhaar card, all these identity cards of Mehul Choksi claim that he is still an active citizen of India. And on this basis, including the documents, on this basis, the Dominican authorities were convinced by the CBI team, which is in Dominica, looking after this case, and the Dominican court, the Dominican prosecutors, they are on the same page as far as citizenship is concerned, and that is why the Dominican prosecution team asked the court to deport Mehul Choksi directly to India. And Antigua has already said that he got the citizenship, Mehul Choksi got the citizenship based on a forged document, and they are also trying to revoke his citizenship. And there is already an ongoing case in Antiguan court. So in overall, what India claims that he's an Antiguan citizen, no matter what Mehul Choksi or his lawyers are claiming.
All right, Monish, thank you for those details. It will be interesting to see how this breaks out and how this plays out really in the court today as well. Now, there is a jet, India's jet, which is currently stationed in Dominica. It's a Bombardier Global Express business jet. And in this jet, a team of Indian officials also flew down to Dominica. And let's tell you who all are there currently. The team leaders from the CBI, Sharda Raut has been put in charge of this operation. So she flew down in this jet to Dominica. With her is one official of the Central Bureau of Investigation as well. Besides that, you have two officials, two representatives from the MEA who also accompanied Sharda Raut and CBI team to Dominica. And that's not all. India has also ensured that intel officials are present for this trip to Dominica to ensure Mehul Choksi is brought back. So you've got this robust team here of intel officers, of ME officials, CBI officials, CRPF officers, for the sake of security, have also been sent on this jet to Dominica. Now, this is what the jet looks like. It's a global Bombardier business jet and has flown down to Dominica. It's on standby there because Indian authorities hope that it's on this jet that they'll bring Mehul Choksi back. Now, there are two cases against Choksi that's playing out in the Dominican courts. One, as I told you, is about the deportation. The other is with regards to his illegal entry into Dominica. The court there has denied him bail. He appeared before the magistrate in a wheelchair, wearing a blue t-shirt and black shorts, as you see there on your screens, to answer charges of his illegal entry into the Caribbean island. Now, Choksi in court pleaded not guilty to the charges. His lawyer also argued that he is unwell, he is ill, and hence should be granted bail. The magistrate, however, refused to provide him any relief. Choksi remains in custody in a hospital under heavy police security. The next hearing in the matter is slated to take place only on 14th June. So until then, Choksi is in custody. Choksi's lawyer once again put on record that his client was abducted from Jolly Harbour in Antigua and brought to Dominica on a boat. Choksi's lawyer had also earlier claimed that a mystery woman lured and honey-trapped Choksi and brought him to Dominica. And India Today spoke to Mehul Choksi's brother Chetan Choksi, who refused to comment on the deportation issue.
The courtroom in Roseau, Dominica, the Mehul Choksi matter came at the magistrate's court in Roseau. He has been charged for illegally entering into Dominica somewhere around the 23rd or thereabout of May in 2021. The charge was read to him. He pleaded not guilty. The defense that is objected to bail, DPP acting Shema Dayarampal objected to bail, and then with his leader Tony stated the reasons why bail should be granted. There was a back and forth as to the reasons why, and then the Chief Magistrate Kandya Karat Judge said, given the severity of the matter and the probability that he may not come to court, she has taken the decision not to grant bail, and the matter is now set for the 14th of June in 2021. This is the brother of, you are the brother of Mr. Choksi?
Yes.
It's nice. It's nice meeting you. Of course, I am one of the local persons in there. I was told that you were quarantined down at Portsmouth.
Sorry, but I'm not commenting. Not commenting at
no
this
commenting at this moment.
Okay.
So you've heard it there from the brother of Mr. Choksi that he is not commenting at this moment. He's basically there to give him some moral support. We are reporting live outside the court in Roseau, Dominica.
And let's move on.